Ronald Acuna is back to being an MVP candidate. Over 19 games, he's got 6 homers, 11 RBIs, a 375 average, a 458 OBP, and an 1125 OPS. Those are absolutely absurd numbers. And I'll be honest, I expect the dude to take a dip. Because last time he came back from the ACL injury, he was noticeably worse than he was before. But it's almost like he's become a supercharged version of himself now. All of a sudden, this guy's hitting home runs left and right, batting nearly 300. The only thing that's been kind of limited from his game is base stealing. And even then, I imagine when he takes the brace off and he's able to really run, he's going to be doing that too. People forget that this was a 40-70 guy. At his best, he is the best player in baseball, arguably. And Acuna's back to having fun, which is always great to see. The grenade celebrations, running around the field, the on-the-field swag, he's smiling, he's enjoying himself. I saw him pimp a home run against the Brewers the other day. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy here is back. When you see Ronald Acuna just playing freely and being the best player in the world as he's capable of being, that's when you know that he is at his 100% best. I can't wait to see the rest of this season and even next year, because man, look, what he might do next year could eclipse what he did a couple seasons ago to win MVP. And it might have to, because now you have a man named Shohei Ohtani who's playing in the National League. Do you guys think Ronald Acuna could still win another MVP during his career? And if so, how many? We talk about a whole lot of different addicts. Like, there are people out there who talk about people who are addicted to, substances. There are people out there who may be addicted to certain streams of content, adult content. People might even be addicted to power. But no one talks about how social media has made a lot of us heavily addicted to attention. Some people will just do anything to be seen. I mean anything. You'll go out in public and prank people and literally risk your life. I once saw this guy who pranked a dude in the mall. He was like just going all around him and, just being annoying, right? Trying to rack up the YouTube views. And the guy is continuously saying, dude, leave me alone. You're making me feel very uncomfortable. But of course, this YouTuber doesn't stop. He's still bothering him. And I'm watching this like, bro, this guy doesn't stop. It's going to get really wild. This guy might swing on him. Dude, the guy he was pranking pulls out a whole weapon and shoots him right in the stomach. Not even joking. That's exactly what happened. It was in the news a couple years ago. Like, you could see it. I don't remember the YouTuber's name or any of that, but you can go and see it. Trust me. Even some of these YouTube pranks in the hood. Like, bro, you can come up with something better to do. Like, there's no way. It's all fun and games, so someone pulls out a weapon or a whole gang of people want to fight you. Even just doing ridiculous things. Like making yourself look like an idiot. And specifically, our community, the black community, has a problem with it. We are way too okay with looking dumb for views. Even for some attention, a lot of the girls will go out and start an OnlyFans. And it's like a lot. I've never seen so many people want to be in that industry in my life, bro. Like, they'll make a little Instagram reel of them, twerking or doing their thing. And then you go right into the bio on Instagram and boom, it's right there, right in your face. Like, it never fails. All I'm saying is we got to watch out because we've got some attention addicts out there. The internet has made us addicted to it. Like, we have hospitals for addicts of all sorts and types. But we got to have something for attention addicts, bro, because I promise you, it's becoming an issue. People will risk their lives, respect, and dignity for any kind of attention. It even comes out in real life. We all have that one guy who gets around the girls and starts acting different. Starts trying to make you the butt of every joke. Like, that's just one dude who starts acting weird. And it's for nothing but attention from the other gender. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, whatever happened to being yourself? Whatever happened to being authentic? Now we have to build up personas to garner the most viewership possible. And it's funny because evidence shows you the opposite way works better. When you're yourself, it works better. You get more attention when you do that. Mr. Beast could be a prime example of that. 400 million subscribers ain't never changed for anybody. I don't know, man. I think it's very apparent. I think it's becoming an issue. Carlos Alcaraz is slowly building a GOAT resume. But what are the odds that he ends up with 20 plus Grand Slams like the rest of these guys on this list? Well, of course, he's already off to an amazing start. But the one guy standing in his way might be Yannick. Just because Yannick is just as good and just as gifted. Now, it must be said that on the grass and on the clay, this guy's almost unstoppable. He's won the last 2 Wimbledon titles, and he's won the last 2 at the French Open. Now, the hard court is where Yannick might have an advantage. But I think of a big 4 era, we're going to end up with a big 2 era. I feel like Yannick and Alcaraz are going to dominate for the next 10, 15 years pretty easily, especially if they stay healthy. I'd say the odds of Alcaraz getting to 20 plus Grand Slams, at least as of right now, looks pretty high. Other than Yannick, I just don't know anyone who can compete with him, nor his talent, but you never know. Just when we thought it was going to be Nadal and Federer, Djokovic came along and he's arguably the GOAT of the sport. All I'm going to say is that I can't wait to see the next 15 years of tennis, bro. Because that rivalry between Yannick and Alcaraz is going to feed families for generations. The gender war is one of the dumbest things we have on the internet. Now, let me tell you why most of you guys can't get into a relationship. And this is just the truth, right? This is coming from a good friend, no place of judgment. Bro, you can't get that person you want because you're too busy complaining, bro. You're a girl complaining about everything that guys do. You're a guy complaining about everything that girls do. Bro, if you want something, focus on manifesting that in your life. This whole all women are that and all men are that, I get so sick of seeing it, bro, because it's like, it's just not accurate. Odds are you're describing the lower population of people that act a certain way. Maybe they're more broadcasted, but most people are really chill, bro. Most people will not cheat on you. Most people have principles. Most people just want somebody to, to be with, to be their companion and for someone to be a companion towards them. But the internet it has a way of showing the worst parts of humanity. Like a guy will pass up on 10 good girls, see one thing on the internet and decide that the whole race of women is bad. Like, bro, how do you quickly arrive to that conclusion? That makes no sense. Then girls do the same thing. They'll pass out on a couple of good guys, then either get a guy who is obviously not good for them, or they'll go on the internet and see what some dude has done and discount the whole male race as bad. And I'm like, guys, you need to meet people in real life. Get off the internet, like literally go touch some grass. The problem with most of you guys' relationships and the reason you can't keep one or stay in one is because you're too busy thinking about the bad that's going to go on and the stuff you've seen on the internet. The stuff that 99% of the time is not even real. Men look at these gold digging videos. Bro, most obviously scripted content I've ever seen in my entire life, and I am no mastermind, but come on. You think every girl is going to go up to the same car with the same guy just because, no, bro, I don't even have to explain it. It is fake. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of you guys are on the quest to be pop the balloon contenders, bro. You're going to struggle so much getting a relationship in the real world that you have to go on a television show meant for people's entertainment to even have a flying chance. And that's not a bad thing, but if you don't want that, you probably should change your habits, dog. I'm just saying. But that's my little yap session on that. Let me know what you guys think.